What is up, guys, and welcome to the Dirty Bomb closed beta. Now, for a beta, this game is in pretty good shape, other than the occasional hilarious glitch like Yo-Yo Man here, or the more terrifying one that is Slender Woman. The game is in a pretty good state right now. Now, it seems like for pretty much every shooter that gets released these days, everyone wants to try and compare it with stuff that's already out there. You know, Overwatch is TF2, Titanfall is COD, and then a year later, COD becomes Titanfall. You get the idea. I personally like to think that every game out there is its own unique snowflake, but I guess for the purpose of a review, it could be kind of useful to draw a couple of parallels. So here we go. Dirty Bomb is Call of Battlefield Counter Fortress 2 Enemy Territory Edition. Yeah, we good? We done? Okay, let's move on. So I gotta say, when I first saw the gameplay trailer for Dirty Bomb and it said this
game isn't gonna hold your hand. It's more likely to kick your teeth out.
I was a little bit skeptical because I gotta say, it sounds like the same kind of old marketing malarkey you see from pretty much every game out there right now. But I gotta say, after playing it, if you'd asked me to review it after only an hour, I would have probably given it an overwhelmingly negative review because it was so frustrating, annoying. I think I filled up the swear jar more than once. But after actually putting about 20 hours into it now, it's really started to grow on me, and my perspective on the game as a whole has changed. So I thought we'd break it down right now and talk about the kind of different aspects, what's good, what's bad, what works, what doesn't. So first up, let's look at the movement system. Dirty Bomb has a generally fast movement speed for most classes, and on top of that has a double jump system which allows characters to leap off walls mid-air. Now, on one hand, I really like what's been done with it. It feels powerful and it opens up a great number of opportunities for different flank routes, hiding spots, and it generally raises the entire skill cap of the game, and it does all that without feeling obnoxiously powerful and out of place. And I think the devs have done a really great job of balancing both the desire for an engaging and kind of in-depth movement system without compromising the core feel of the game as a kind of earthbound shooter. Wow, I sounded really professional there. But yeah, when I first started, I found the movement really frustrating and hard to use, but I feel like I'm slowly getting the hang of it, so I'm not quite ready to pass a total judgment on it yet, but I think it's quite good. Now, on one hand, as happens with all objective shooters, it's the same old, you know, there's an objective, go push it, or cap it, or steal it, or blow it up, yada yada yada. It's the same kind of familiar thing at this stage, but one great addition to Dirty Bomb that might not be completely exclusive for the game, but it's definitely been realized really well, is the whole concept of secondary objectives. These are kind of like smaller goals, which, while not winning you the game altogether, can make capping the main objective much easier. Most of the time they'll open up new access routes to your team, or block off other routes for the defenders, and it was something that I really enjoyed because it kind of split the fight. It meant that the entire defending team wasn't concentrated around putting a million mines and explosives around this single objective, but instead they had to kind of spread themselves out and try and defend multiple things at the same time, or else they would put themselves in a pretty dangerous position. Now, like most class-based shooters, teamwork is a massive part of the game, and believe me, as a TF2 player, teamwork is something I love to see being encouraged in shooters, and it's certainly a massive part of Dirty Bomb. Almost too massive. In many ways it works great, pushing as a team is super important, and you feel awesome getting things done together, but the developers seem to have forgotten one big thing. People are assholes. Or even if they're not assholes, a lot of people are just plain bad at the game. The current ammunition system, which is based on your team working together, is a little bit flawed. When you spawn, you start with a very low amount of ammo, and the only way you can get more is from these very rare ammo drops around the map, or from certain classes on your team that are able to drop ammo packs. The sad thing is, a lot of people either just don't care, or they don't know how to drop ammo for their team, and because of that, I spent a huge amount of time running around with no bullets left in my gun. Now, in most team-based games, teamwork is important, but you can still get the job done if there are a few idiots on your team. At the moment, however, in Dirty Bomb, I found I was often physically unable to play simply because none of my allies knew how to dish out ammo, and not being able to shoot in a shooter can be somewhat problematic. I'd love to see some kind of reworking of the ammo system in Dirty Bomb at the moment because I got a bit tired of having to suicide into the enemy team when I ran out of bullets. Now, my last gripe that I want to talk about today is going to be Aura, who's the kind of medic, and her healing station. Now, Aura is, I think, the lowest HP class in the game right now, but she's got this ability called the healing station, which she puts down and basically heals everyone in an AoE. Now, in theory, this is something I love, being able to kind of put it down, have like a little base of operations for your team, which is both great because you can heal people at the same time, but can also make you really vulnerable because the enemy team can throw a grenade on it and then blow up your entire team at once. In theory, this is great, and I love it. The problem is right now it turns Aura, who is supposed to be a really, really squishy and not tanky class, into one of the strongest and actually most durable characters in the game. Check out this clip right here. Me and my teammate are shooting this enemy Aura in the face with an AK-47, and it takes me 2 clips with relatively solid aim to actually end up killing her. This girl is supposed to be a support. She's supposed to be like the scout. She's low HP, not very durable. She helps her team out, which is very strong overall, but she shouldn't be able to man fight in 1v1 like this. But the fact that the healing station will continue healing at such a fast rate in the middle of a fight basically gives her an effective HP of one of the highest in the game. And what I'd love to see the Dirty Bomb devs do is tweak it similar to how they've engineered mediguns in TF2. In TF2, the devs realized the fact that you'd be in the middle of a fight with someone, a medic would come up and start healing them at a really fast rate, and you'd lose the fight, was a pretty frustrating mechanic. But at the same time, you want people to be able to get health back. So what they did was they made it so if you have taken damage in the last couple of seconds and you start getting healed, you get healed at a much, much, much slower rate, which reduces the frustration aspect, but also means that once you're out of battle for a little bit, you can heal up and get back in the fight really, really quickly. At the moment, Aura's station doesn't do that, and it's a tweak that I would love to see. It's a very easy tweak to make, not that hard, and I think it would go a long, long way. Now, there is a ton more I could say about the game, both good and bad, but in the interest of time, we're going to skip right to the end and sum it all up. Is Dirty Bomb a good game? Yes. I wouldn't, however, go so far as to call it a great game just yet. Right now, I can jump in and I can play for a few hours and have great fun doing it. That said, there are still a few small frustrating elements of the game that can really ruin the overall experience for me. That said, the game is in beta, and most of those problems can be fixed really easily, and I'm sure they will be as well. If you can get a key for Dirty Bomb, then it is most definitely worth the download. Just prepare to pull your hair out for the first 2 hours, because it is certainly a bumpy ride. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Maybe leave the video a like if you did, and I will see you, legends, in the next one. Bye-bye!